Hey guys, welcome back to the Sullivan family. Right, so I'm going to start, as I said on my Instagram the other day, to have a bit of a sort out, tidy, declutter of the house. We don't really make New Year's resolutions and things like that because it's just adding pressure to already pressured situations. So, I mean, it's great, you know, you have goals and ambitions, and we've done it loads in the past. You know, we've done the whole, we're going to lose weight, we're going to go to the gym, we're going to stop eating chocolate. Never happens. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you know, it's the kickstart that you need. That kind of New Year thing is the start you need. I remember when I took up running one New Year, after having Toby, and you know, for a 6 months it was really good until I became a little bit obsessed with it, and then it all kind of went a bit crazy, but that's another story. So sometimes it is the kickstart that you need, but other times it's just kind of added pressure. Anyway, what I do like to do in the new year, you have to excuse the fact that they're all singing Frozen in the background. What I do like to do in the new year is have a bit of a reset. Obviously this year we are looking at moving, but still everything needs, you know, we had a mad panic tidy before Christmas, and you know, everything since then, it's kind of, there's toys everywhere, there's stuff everywhere, the decorations have gone away, and you kind of think, I need to tidy again. So what I like to do in the new year is have a bit of a reset. Now, if you followed me for a while, or us for a while, you'll know that I like a list. I like lists a lot. Last Christmas, New Year, I found myself, I was kind of a bit all over the place after last Christmas, New Year. I think probably because I was pregnant as well. And I ended up with like lists in one diary, and then I'd lists in another book, and I'd been using Mrs. Hinch's book as well, which was really good to kind of help me get back on track to everything being all over the place. But that book had run out of space. So I find it a lot easier to manage stuff when I write it down, because I forget things quite easily. So I find it much easier if I've written things down, what I need to do, and I constantly live by lists on my phone or lists in my book. So like I said, last Christmas, New Year, I did myself some new kind of cleaning lists, if you like. So I did do a video on this. I think I did a video on it last year. I'll have to try and find it, but I'll briefly explain kind of what I mean. In that, room by room, I'll write a list for room by room, and then I'll write what kind of needs doing in each room on a regular basis. So like your bedroom, you know, you need to change the bed, and then there's all the other little bits and pieces that, you know, when you say I'm going to clean my room, quite often it's never that straightforward. You know, there's this to dust, there's that to clean, there's that to sort, and sometimes you can be left feeling like, okay, I've changed the bed and I've done that, but I haven't actually cleaned the rest of it because, you know, I haven't had time, but that's fine. But I find it much easier, especially because I'm always on a time limit as well, and I've never got enough time to do everything. I find it much easier if I break the room down into sections. So like in our bedroom, baby's having a snack. In our bedroom, it would be, you know, dust the side of the room with all the memory boxes on it, clean the back of the room, dust that side of the room, you know, dust the surfaces, clean the windows. So, you know, if one day you can only get in there and change the bed and clean the windows, you can tick 2 of those things off. But what I do is I go in room by room, write a list for each room. Somebody's screaming now. Honestly, it's like a madhouse. Write a list room by room, and then I can tick off each time I've done that room, what date I did it, so I can look back and go, right, well, I did that on that date, so I can leave that till then. Just makes things a bit easier. Anyway, I'm going to start tackling things a bit better when they all go back to school, which is next week. Obviously, at the moment, I've got everybody at home, so I keep having to stop to do everything, and, you know, I don't even know if the weather's going to be nice enough to get out today. But anyway, I thought while they were at home, I would tackle this unit back here. So this is our games and jigsaws unit, and we've now got so many games and jigsaws, it's kind of taken over. It's the last unit in here that needs replacing with one of the newer ones, like we've got the other side of the room and here, the bigger units. These ones are the old ones and they're kind of falling apart a bit, but they're held up by the wall. But we've got so many jigsaws now, but the kids love their jigsaws and we like jigsaws as well. So we've got the older ones, jigsaws on the top. The older girls like to do a jigsaw. So while the kids are at home, I'm going to try and just tackle a few things. Like yesterday I cleaned out the fridge because I had to do the shopping, and I cleaned the cereal shelf again because I had to do the shopping. It's doing little bits and pieces like that that might not seem like a massive job, but when you haven't got very much time or you just want to fit something in, sometimes looking at the whole kitchen that needs cleaning is quite daunting, whereas if you just pick little bits out, you'll be amazed at how much you get done. So like I said, I'm going to kind of take everybody along with me on my whole decluttering, cleaning, new year reset, if you like. But while the kids are off, I'm going to try and do things that I can do with them as well. So today we're going to tackle this. So before Christmas, I bought these. Like zip wallets. You can get them smaller, but I bought all one size for now. I can't get them out. No. I might end up getting some smaller ones for the smaller puzzles, but the idea is I'm going to take all the puzzles out and put them in these with a picture, the front picture of the box, to get rid of some, because a lot of the boxes are broken for a start, and they take up so much space when they're in boxes. So I'm going to try and save some space by putting the jigsaws in these. And plus, especially in the boxes where there's like 4 puzzles, I've written on the backs of a lot of the puzzles that have got multiple ones in the numbers of each jigsaw, but they still get a bit confused. So if I can put them into separate files, I think I might have to get some bigger ones of these for the 1,000-piece puzzles and maybe some smaller ones for the smaller ones. But for now, I'm going to put them in here and then just stack them up so they can just pull them out when they want to. And hopefully the idea is that it will make it easier for them. So I'm going to get them in and I'm going to time lapse us doing some jigsaws, and hopefully it will go okay. Okay, so that's it, nearly. So we have got all the puzzles in those bags. I'm not sure how many there were in the end. We've still got a few bags left. So I've got smaller puzzles to do, which I need to get some smaller bags for. And I think at some point we're going to need a bigger unit. I want to replace it, like I said earlier, for one of these bigger ones. But for now, it's a bit of a win. So it does look it looks much tidier, and it's much easier for the little ones to get their hands on puzzles. Quite a lot of the boxes have got like 2 or 3 or 4 puzzles in, and even though I've numbered the backs of them, the little ones still find, especially Joseph, find it quite difficult to differentiate between all the different pieces. So it's much easier. They can literally just grab one out, the picture's in the bag with them. I've just cut the pictures out, the pictures in the bag with them, and they can do a puzzle and they can put it back. And those bags are quite strong as well. Those ones are the A4 size ones. I'm going to get some A5 size ones because we've got lots of smaller puzzles which have just got like 12 or 16 pieces, so they don't need to be in a massive great bag. But I think I might also do it for, they've got these games, they've got all these Orchard Toys games, they've got loads of them, and I'm contemplating putting those in bags as well, just to make it easier, because some of those have got 2 or 3 games in them and then they end up losing the pieces because the boxes break, because they play with them so often, so the boxes break all the time. So it just makes it a little bit easier, but it does look, I'm happy, it does look much neater, and it will be easier for them to get out, and especially if we get a bigger unit, it will look neater. Now I just need to finish the rest of the unit. We only really got the jigsaws done today. We didn't didn't get although I did make a little bit of space for a couple more board games, but that's another reason we need a bigger unit, because we've got more board games. I bought them more games this Christmas because they love their board games. And obviously we've got board games in there as well for the older ones and for us that we will play as well. So I think we'll have to buy another bigger unit. Maybe when we move, we'll have to buy another unit. What are you doing? What are you two doing?
Like spies.
Spies? I don't. You go and spy out there then. She's just fallen over. So anyway, it's been a success. You've enjoyed doing puzzles as well, haven't you? They got a little bit. I can't do it, but you did do it. You did that big frozen one on your own, didn't you? Hey?
Yeah.
It's just nice in here because this is the room that they come to do their colouring and puzzles and games and all of that. It's nice that they can just grab stuff for themselves. And I'm trying to encourage, because Agnes loves puzzles and the girls like puzzles.
This is my spy costume.
Is it? They do like puzzles. Agnes adores puzzles, but I'm trying to get
Mommy.
Joseph. Hello. I'm trying to get Joseph.
I'm a spy too.
Okay.
But I'm a pet one.
I'm trying to get Joseph into doing puzzles a little bit more, because he's a little bit reluctant to do them.
Mommy, I love your chinky.
Thanks. But hopefully it'll make it a bit easier for him. So that's just one kind of little start to my whole sort of organising, tidying, decluttering. I've got a whole lot of stuff down by my feet that I still haven't sorted out. But I think that's kind of the point, isn't it? Is that, you know, these things don't get done overnight, and things do. I mean, that's taken us to do all those puzzles. It's taken us most of the day, because we've done lunch and we've had snacks and we've done this and we've done that. It's just taken most of the day. But, you know, any progress is progress at the end of the day. So yeah, I think that's kind of the point you've got to take, is that any progress is progress. Even sometimes when you think, I've spent all day and all I've done is that, at least you've done that. And the next day, quite often I feel like that, and then the next day I'll go to it and I think, yeah, but that's a good thing that you did. But sometimes it's difficult because you expect to see you know, huge results in short spaces of time, and that's just not going to happen. I'm not doing these puzzles, by the way, because these are all 1,000-piece puzzles, and these are for the older ones and they like them being kept in the boxes, so we just leave them on top. But yeah, sometimes, you know, when you think you've only done a small amount, it feels a little bit disheartening, but you should take it as a win, because it's you know, any progress is progress. So I'm going to sort out, gonna have to wait for smaller bags to come to finish this unit, and also I need to sort out the toy unit, Florence's toy unit. So we've got a unit in here which is for baby toys, really. So since she's got some new stuff for Christmas, I'm going to go through and put some of the old stuff that we've got into the charity bag, which I've got to take to the charity shop at some point, and put her new stuff in the unit. So that's probably one of the next things I'm going to tackle after this unit. But so far, I'm quite pleased with what we've done. I'm happy that unit looks half tidy. I've done this half. This half hasn't been done yet, so it's not so tidy. But this half looks tidy. and it's kind of kept people occupied for the day as well, so it's a good thing. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to try and do more of these kind of sorting and decluttering and tidying videos as we go along, especially once they've gone back to school, because I've got so much that needs doing, and especially if we're going to be, when we do find somewhere to move to, it'll be a case of packing as well, which I'm not looking forward to. But anyway, don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we will catch you. I've just seen some tinsel, still got tinsel, and some Christmas hats. They need to come down. Anyway, we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.